Good evening. Citizen Weekend Sports begins right now. David Rudisha, Ferguson Rutich and Alfred Kipketer all qualified for the men's 800 meters semi-final set for tomorrow after dominant displays in the heats. Rudisha, who won his first gold medal as a junior in China in 2006, is taking it one step at a time. Let's listen in to what he has to say.
It has been really good, and I'm glad I'm back to my high-speed training session. And today here was just the heat, just to qualify for the semis tomorrow, and then now main focus will be the final on Monday.
Nicholas Bet, Boniface Musheru and Haron Koech all qualified for the men's 400 meters semi-final hurdles, making light work of the competition in the heats today. Bet and Musheru finished first in their respective races, while Koech finished fifth but still managed to set the qualifying time to advance to the semis.
Pretty comfortable. Tinsley second, Javier Coulson third, two heats.
In the men's 100 meters, Usain Bolt and Justin Gatlin both qualified for the semis, with the American-Jamaican sprint stars edging closer to their much-anticipated battle. The semis will kick off tomorrow at 2:10 p.m, while the final will take place 2 hours later at 4:15 p.m. Here's the highlight of American Justin Gatlin winning his respective heats. From Beijing, let's come back to Kenya, where it's less than 24 hours to the highly anticipated Mashemeji Derby, with Gor Mahia facing off with rivals AFC Leopards this Sunday from 3 p.m. at the Nyayo National Stadium. Meanwhile, Sofapaka FC earned their third draw in a row as they were held 2-2 by Muhoroni Youth at the Machako Stadium.
Daisenga plays it wide to John Baraza. Can he get a shot? Oh, it's a goal! Feli Mulumba backs, receiving support into the center, and a straight equalizer. Beautiful goal there. His defense have to be alert. Into the center, Shikalo comes out, punches it away. Danger, Mulumba got it! Oh, and it's a goal. Second goal for Sofapaka. Moroni desperate the pressure back opportunity. Now can he shot that goal? Beautiful goal. Beautiful equalizer from Mandela.
Chemelil Sugar bagged all 3 points with a slim 1-0 victory over Nakuru All-Stars as the match between Sony Sugar and KCB ended goalless. Let's head on to Rwanda, where the Brookside East Africa School Games entered the semi-final stage today in Huye District. Malaba Boys and Kwantanze spiked their way to the volleyball final, which will be played tomorrow. Meanwhile, Sinyolo Girls Secondary School are still in a state of jubilation after successfully defending their hockey title. They pushed 10 unanswered goals past City High of Uganda in their last round-robin game. Wahiga Mwaura with the updates from Huye.
The Brookside East African Secondary Schools Championship in Rwanda to get spotted for final selection to attend the boot camp in December. Brookside, nurturing sports talents and promoting academics.
Kenyan teams dominated the volleyball podium at the Brookside East Africa School Games in Huye District, Rwanda, as Sinyolo Girls bagged a record third title convincingly by clobbering Uganda City High 10-0. The 15th rugby event also became a Kenyan affair as Laser Hill seemed intent on dethroning Maseno from the title. Unbeaten Laser edged Kakamega 6-3 in a derby match played at TT Save. Kangaroo, however, failed to lift the inaugural 7th trophy after falling to St. Joseph's Laibi of Uganda by 14 points to 21. Meanwhile, Upper Hill will take on Nyakabiga of Burundi in the final of boys basketball on Sunday. In ladies basketball, Shimba Hill sailed through to the final after beating their compatriots St. Bridget's 55-44. Elsewhere in soccer, Wieta progressed to the women's soccer finals after thrashing Mutunda of Rwanda 3-0 in the semis. At the same time, Malava takes on Rusumo of Rwanda in the final of the men's volleyball as Kwantanze set up a final date with Indanga Barutsi of Rwanda in girls volleyball. Reporting for Citizen Sports, I'm Wahiga Mwaura.
Score A- in KCSE or the equivalent in the other participating countries and you will get shortlisted for final selection. Brookside, nurturing sports talents and...
Kenya Harlequins will face Nakuru RFC in a repeat of the Dala Sevens main cup final. At the quarter-final stage at the Driftwood Sevens in Mombasa, Queens edged Nondescripts by 21 points to 7 in their first match and easily dispatched Catholic Monks by 14 points to 0. In their final game, the Christie Sevens champions proved too strong for Western Bulls, recording a 29-5 score. Nakuru lost to Mwamba in their first match but bounced back against Comras and Cabras. In the other quarter, Wamba will face Western Bulls as KCB battle it out against Strathmore. Homeboys will play Impala. The Kenya women's volleyball team, the Malkia Strikers, will face the Dominican Republic in the next match of the FIVB Women's Volleyball World Cup after losing by 3-1 to Cuba. The Cubans dominated the first set by 27 points to 25 as Kenya tried valiantly to edge their opponents. The second set proved to be another tense affair, but the Cubans stood firm to score 25-23. Kenya bounced back in the third set to score 25-13, but their opponents regained their rhythm in the final set to score 25-22. And finally, in the English Premier League, Manchester United were held to a frustrating 0-0 draw with Newcastle as 4 matches which were played today, out of 6 matches played today, ended level. Leicester drew 1-1 with Tottenham Hotspur as the match pitting Norwich and Stoke ended with a similar scoreline. Here are the highlights.
He's done well to work the space for Chadley. Leicester with bodies back over Kane. There is the equalising goal. Decisive touch from Dele Alli. Still a matter of minutes and on the score sheet Leicester have to come back from behind. They might just do so! Incredible! There is no stopping him at the moment.
Announced his arrival in the Barclays Premier League. It was a wonderful free kick. Juve put Stoke in front.
Well, initially I thought it was a big hole in the middle of the Norwich defence, but he just runs off the back. I think.
And eventually Stoke do clear. Here's Russell Martin again, and this time he has beaten Bedlam. Norwich level.
Well, that's the end of Citizen Weekend Sports. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, tomorrow, the Mashemeji Derby, Gor Mahia versus AFC Leopards. Good night.